It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and we've got two new beers in Aldi to show you today. They're relatively new, probably 2 to 3 weeks they've been out. Now they cost me £1.89 per can. Let's have a look at them then. Two IPAs, so we've got a Magma Hazy IPA, 440 milliliter can, 5.4% ABV. And the other beer being a Rocka Hula Tropical IPA, 440 milliliter can, 5.1% ABV, and they've both been brewed by Williams Brothers Brewing Company in Scotland. Williams Brothers, they've been doing an awful lot with Aldi over the last 5 or 6 years. Lots of new beers in Aldi, in kind of collaboration, if you like, with Williams Brothers Brewing Company. So without further ado then, let's get these beers out into a glass and see what we get. Let's start off with the Rocka Hula Tropical IPA. Now, some of you might be asking the question, why are you even bothering reviewing this tropical IPA? You're probably not going to like it. Well, with it being a new beer in Aldi, and with lots of people probably trying it, I at least want to give my thoughts on it. I want to give my opinion on it. It could be great. It could be great. It could be rubbish. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it. So here it is then, 1 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation, small levels of carbonation there. It's a hazy, straw-coloured beer. There won't be any sediment now. There's no sediment in the bottom of the glass, but it's slightly hazy. Magma Hazy IPA. Now this one should be a little bit more hazy, shouldn't it? This glass has a etching on the bottom, so it's going to give a little bit more of a rigorous carbonation. £1.89 for IPA. It's cheap, isn't it? It's at the very kind of like bottom end of what you would expect to pay for a hazy IPA. There it is though. It's certainly hazy. It's got a nice 2-finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. You can see that carbonation reacting with that etching on the bottom of the glass. Not much in the way of sediment there. Looks good. Looks okay. I mean, if you handed this to me in a bar and said, it's a hazy IPA, I'd go, yeah. It looks like a hazy IPA. So this one's 5.4%. So I'm kind of like, which direction do I go in now? Do I start off by drinking the tropical IPA that probably has some adjuncts in it, probably has maybe some concentrated kind of like fruit cordials or something in there? Or do I drink the cleaner hazy IPA? And I think even though the Rocka Hula is 5.1% ABV and lower in ABV, I think I'm going to go with what should be the cleaner IPA. So let's get the aroma then. Big malt aromas coming through here. slightly citrusy aroma coming through, bit of grapefruit, bit of orange peel. Let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. Oh. 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 Oh, that. Blimey. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it to be so bad. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that is awful. That is awful, awful beer. Oh, blimey. Where do I begin? Oh. It's like drinking concentrated cordial. It's like having a mouthful of tropical squash without any water. That's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And I was thinking this is going to be more of the cleaner beer. I'm thinking, you know, this one should be the tropical one. Now I'm actually scared now. Oh, to try the tropical one. Oh, that is just... I'm going to be burping concentrated pineapple and passion fruit all day. Oh, for me that is an absolute no-no. That is an absolute no-no for me. There's no real kind of beer quality coming through there at all. There's a little bit of carbonation. There's a tiny little bit of malt flavour coming through, but it's all like this awful concentrated cordial. Oh, awful. Let's try the Rocka Hula Tropical IPA then. And I mean, they're emphasising tropical here. Oh. It's a little zesty in the aroma. That one's got a little bit of diacetyl in it. Straight away, that kind of butterscotch, buttery. Oh, and they've hidden it all behind this. To be honest with you, they taste the same. It's like they've used the same cordial flavours. It's like they've just made this one a little bit clearer. Oh. Yeah, buttery diacetyl in this one. Diacetyl is where they either brew the beer at a higher temperature, or not a higher temperature, but they add the yeast in a bit where the beer's a little bit too hot, and it causes an infection in the beer, or they stop the fermentation process a little bit too early. That causes diacetyl as well. But there's diacetyl in here, and it has that same awful concentrated cordial. You've all been, if you're watching in America, you know, cordial, like tropical cordials, concentrated cordials you see behind the bar, which they use for mixers and stuff. Well, we use it in the UK. We make orange squash and tropical squash and blackcurrant squash with the stuff. We put a little bit in the bottom, and like down like here, and then you fill the rest up with water, and it's not bad actually, but this tastes like they just dumped the cordial in the glass, and absolutely no. It's a no for me. 2 out of 10 for the Magma Hazy IPA. 2 out of 10 for the Rocka Hula Tropical IPA. £1.89 in Aldi. You know, the weird thing about this whole situation is the fact that sitting next to these beers in Aldi are like really decent Pilsners and really decent Weiss beers. I don't know why they have to keep bringing out these beers that are just awful in my mind. Awful beers. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.